Banter fam, happy, what is today? Thursday. Bull markets, we don't remember anymore. How are we doing, guys? So, nice bounce. I don't know about you guys, but portfolio is looking pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I look at this over here and I look at my portfolio and yeah, around 1.15 million. So that my portfolio is up since our little dip buys. I think I'm up 30%. I was up around 35% a little bit earlier. So again, what's amazing about that is it just shows again, to wait for some opportunities and just focus on making money, right? Don't worry about you hear this and people make this kind of money. No. It's about staying level-headed and being prepared. So guys, today I want to speak about where Bitcoin's at right now. I got a couple of scenarios. I got definitely a small dip incoming. Okay, and I got limit orders for you guys today again. Now, I don't think it's going to go anywhere near the bottoms, but there is that little dip that I think it's to load the last bags, right? To load the last bit of cash that is there ready to deploy into the alts, because we're about to go into phase 2. We're about to go into speed up phase in altcoins, where you won't see these entries for a while, okay? Only in a couple of weeks to a couple of months, where there's a massive wick that comes at any moment again. Then there's opportunities. So all the opportunities that I'm seeing right now, it's very clear. Bitcoin's back at 100K. That's ready to go, right? ETH is back close to 4,000. It's ready to go. All the alts, even Chainlink looked incredible. The alts are ready to go. So this little opportunity today and the slight little slowdown that you will see over the next couple of hours is going to be the last bit of opportunity we got left to get these entries now and get ready for phase 2. So I want to explain to you guys in today's show exactly how big do I see phase 2 going, what happens next, okay? And I want to go through a ton of altcoins to show you what's still available to buy right now, and it's important to set some limit orders, okay, to get the last bags loaded up. So I got a lot of alts to speak about and a lot about the scenario over here as well. Yes, I know I'm on time. I know I'm on time. So can we have some likes, please, because I am on time. But another thing, my portfolio, that trading portfolio, is at all-time highs, right? We are tracking the market beautifully. Yesterday, the short-term leverage trades did fantastic. We are in great rhythm. So you do me a favor. I need to beat 13,000 likes this week. I need to break an all-time high in likes this week. So you need to do everything in your body right now to just push a damn button. You do that, I'll bring you one of the best shows you'll ever see, okay? I'll make sure that we make money. I'll make sure that we not only make money, we learn and we kick butt and we have a phenomenal bull market. So you do that and I'll do my part. No more wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
So fam, how are we doing? If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And guys, again, like it up. I need to break 13,000 likes. It makes me happy. It makes me know, okay, people are making money. We're doing good, right? So smash the likes, get the likes through the roof. And yes, we got phase 2 incoming. We definitely have phase 2 incoming. Guys, quick props to us all for, the last couple of 10, 14 days, keeping level-headed, and also believing to set some limit orders and to kind of do what the rest of the market was not doing, right? A lot of people, again, it's a party, it's a bull market party, it's an incredible party, but people do tend to get drunk a little bit too soon. Okay, and now we're about to start. The good DJs are coming now. The good food is coming out now. The good drinks are coming out now, right? Now it's time to prepare for the party and to prepare for things to start to move up. But we are still going to be slightly less drunk than the rest of the party, just so that we can see the gaps and we can see what's happening. And that's very important as well. So I do see that the opportunities that we are getting right now and that we got off the dips, and even the ones we're going to get today, and even right now, there's still a couple that are sitting in good zones. I do think that this will not be seen for a little while. I do think we are going to start to rally very quickly from here, and the drunkenness is going to start again. Okay, and then from there will be another shake a little bit later on. We'll make sure we are prepared. We'll make sure we have some cash along that journey. But the main thing together here is we're getting rhythm, right? We're getting rhythm. We are sticking to our plan, which is amazing. So let me quickly speak to you about the plan, and then I'm going to jump into the charts. The plan as so for me is 70% of my cash is in a long term, right? And I'm going to sell that maybe twice. I might deploy. We'll see where we are in April, okay? But once I'm going to sell that actual portfolio, and that's to catch the big swing top when things are absolutely crazy, right? I see the total market cap for the total 3 altcoins. I see it tripling. right? So that's going to be some insane gains on some altcoins. And on majority of alts, a 2 to 3x, but a lot other alts, I think it's going to do a lot more. But that's 70% of my cash. Then the 20% is the limit orders that we set a couple of days back. It's 2x leverages and it's spot bags. Okay, that's 20% of my portfolio. This one I'm going to be getting out every like 8 weeks to 12 weeks. Okay, so same thing from here. Make some insane gains. When I start to see everyone starting to get a little bit drunk, sit on a bunch of cash, wait for the leverage flush. Again, the flush that we saw, you're going to see the same patterns in the future. Okay, you're just going to see them a little bit bigger. Because the market's about to go into phase 2 and start extending very quickly to the upside, those wicks are going to get a little bit bigger. So that's the only thing that's going to change is the ranges are going to get a little bit bigger. Okay, so with that 20% of the portfolio, the same plan here, it's a money portfolio. Now, again, the long term is stuff that I really love, things that I really like. Okay, but ultimately, I'm still there to make money on my long term. Okay, but I don't want to play around too much with that. When this account comes in here, I'm here to make money. I have a goal, right? I want to take my account from this amount to this amount. And that's why when I see the drunkenness, I have no problem banking a bunch of cash waiting for the opportunity again. It's not really biased of this coin's going to go to the moon, all of these sort of things. We're buying good coins, good levels, and we're making money. That's the big goal. And then I got a 10% portfolio, which is the leverage portfolio, which is a little bit higher leverage, things that I take on a little bit more risk as well. And that's what I deployed yesterday. I showed you guys, I said, hey, it's a couple of short-term trades. To let you know right now, I took profits on that trade. Okay, very similar in the areas that we are right now. Okay, and the reason is because that one I'm very fussy with. And again, that's only 10 to 5 to 10%, very small. Other thing that I take in cash so that I can have bigger positions for when a pullback comes again, an opportunity. So that one I'm extremely strict about. Okay, which means if for example, I sold Chainlink a little bit earlier yesterday. Okay, and I pumped. But you know what's amazing? I go here to my 20%, my 20% part of my portfolio, and I caught it. Boom, smash, got it, right? So I'm not losing anything. All that I'm doing is I have a little bit of a plan with where my money's at, and I have structures within those plans over there as well. So those little leverage we took yesterday, the Doge on the show and the 𝗓, I've taken some profits on those and getting ready to buy the little short-term dip that I'm seeing incoming pretty soon, and then going. So again, just take your damn money and have a little bit of a plan, right? Know where your money is split and know how to use it. And therefore, when I say I'm taking profits on certain portfolios, right? And that's the plan, and that's how you're going to build a lot of wealth, and you are really going to actually really enjoy this bull market rather than just getting drunk at 7 a.m. at night, at 7 p.m. at night and having no plan and getting dropped into the Uber. That sucks. Imagine wake up in the morning and your friends show you, the best part of your life and you were passed out, right? At 7 p.m. It's not a vibe. It's not a vibe. Okay. So that's very important over there. Guys, people owe me nothing. Okay, you owe me no apologies, nothing. Just take the lesson and to build your plan. That's it. There's no apologies, no nothing. I just want you to succeed. I just want you to succeed. I actually woke up today incredibly grateful. Grateful for the journey. Grateful that I still stayed in crypto. There was times I was going to quit, but I just kept believing somehow, and just grateful as well. So it's not about apologies, not about anything. Just take the lessons now and let's go. Some parts you will take profits. Some will hold through all. Just stick it all together. And if it's your first bull market, learn from those who have been through others, because otherwise you're going to repeat the same things. Okay, let's go. Let's jump through a couple of things and let's get going. So I want to quickly speak about phase 2. And obviously, let's start off with Bitcoin quickly. The pullback that we spoke about, guys, this is the phase. This is where I see, remember, this is the plan of what my Bitcoin kind of looks like, right? The plan of what I saw happening. I saw the flush happening, okay? And then I saw, obviously, going into late December, beginning Jan, Bitcoin go for it, and I got targets around 130K. So I think at any moment, the market's going to start getting ready for a Bitcoin squeeze, okay, in these times over here. And it wasn't a real pullback. It was never about the market is going to have a real pullback. It was never about that. There was a leverage flush that was needed in the market. And those flushes can be a little bit vicious, okay? But they can also be the best opportunities of your life. We now experienced that a couple of days ago when we had a big 30% flush on alts. We were celebrating. And that's how we want to treat the bull market, where a lot of people that kind of kept everything, you kind of give a lot of their money back, or you get stopped out, or even a lot of people get liquidated too. And we want to be on the other side of those things. So this was not the pullback, like a real pullback. This was leverage flush. Okay, the real pullback for me comes in 5 months from now, 4 or 5 months from now. Then there's a couple of week pullback that's incoming. These are just flushes. So that's all that I needed was the flush for the market to be healthy and then get going. So again, this is kind of the roadmap when it comes to Bitcoin. This is the roadmap that I'm seeing over here. seen the plans, and you could see I'm looking at around the, the 170s, 180s, 190s sort of things. But we'll speak about that later. But let's go into the total 3, because this is the phase 2 that I was speaking about. If you look at total 3 over here, that was quite a vicious wick. That basically went down to where we were 2 weeks ago. So when I was starting to take some profits over here, okay, again, it was just to have, remember, I have way more buying power now. If I look at my accounts now, I have more money in the market than what I've ever had, right? When it comes to this specific account over here. Okay, so if I didn't take profits, I wouldn't have been able to increase my position sizes. I wouldn't be able to have more cash, right? So that's why taking profits is also beneficial with that. But you could see here, look how fast that came. Now, not a lot of volume over here as I speak at the moment. And for me, this was just a flush. It was not a altcoin pullback. It was not a, okay, we're going to come down for a couple of weeks now type of thing. This was just to flush out all that those were drunk. The bouncers came in, took all the drunk people out. Now the drunk people are gone, right? But they will be back. They will definitely be back. And let's speak about the next phase. So the reason why as well, I knew the wick was basically coming. I knew the traps come when you least expect them. So people, especially when it's celebrating events. So when Bitcoin broke 100K, okay, that's when they wicked us. The moment that altcoins broke all-time highs over here, it literally just went a tiny little bit over, they wicked us, right? Now that's gone for me. But that breaking of that high is not gone. This is where now I see us start to wake up from that and really start to extend. Only later, you can see the last time the total 3 was here. Only a little bit later, once we've really broken through, then I see a little bit of a wick. But I don't see the wick coming down anywhere near where the wick came the other day. So that means we got opportunities and we got entries that we probably won't see for a while when it comes to this market, especially like a ETH going to 3.4, 3.2 type of thing over there. So this is what phase 2 looks like for alts. There's 3 major phases. Now, I know with the alts, I show you guys phase A, phase B phase. That's the phase of that specific altcoin on different people that are buying within that token, right? If you're a phase A buyer, you're really early. A phase B buyer, there is 3 waves to a bull market. There are 3 legs to a bull market. So I just want to show you what these legs look like. So if you go here to this last bull market over here, you could see that the first leg is the slower leg. Okay, there's the pullback. Then what you have is the second biggest leg. That's the one we're about to go in. And then you have the blow off top leg over there as well. Okay, so we are about to enter and start going fast in that phase over there and start to go mega into the phase 2. Okay, and that's important. We're definitely going to take some profits on some of the longer term bags in phase 2 when we get there, right? But this is how early from here. We had a 1.1 or so trillion market cap. I do see us going to around 2.5, 2.6. Okay, and I do kind of see this go in sort of a straight line. Here, in between here somewhere, we're going to need a dominance collapse. So there will be a wick that will trigger that. So just to show you here that this dominance, there's this bit of phase over here that we're slowing down, but at some point we're going to have that complete collapse, right? Like you can see on the left side over here. And that's going to come from some sort of wick. But that for me is a little bit higher. It's basically in the phase of we break the all-time highs now. We go to around this phase. Then the market wicks over here. And then we go into full-blown alt season. Right. So that's why I think the opportunities today are way bigger than what we'll get for a very long time over here. And then later in months and months and months, I do think alts will come back to maybe some of these levels. But this is in 2 years, 3 years from now in the bear market. That's why we will take some profits. But you could see how the market's about to speed up. You're also going to see a lot of people fly into the markets. You're about to see my shows go to 300, 500,000 views. You're about to see all of these things just go absolutely mental. Okay, and that's just going to be FOMO. And that's why, again, the ranges and the wicks and everything are going to start to extend. So today's a big opportunity that we are getting in, again, before, this big phase B, right? This big phase B or phase 2 into the markets over here. Couple of coins as well that I just want to add over here. Guys, there's 2 coins that I've also been buying a little bit for the long term. The one is Pyth Network. Okay, this one is just a bit of a long-term bag, where from here I do see this thing entering, to the $2, $2.5 ranges. Just letting you guys know that I've been buying a little bit of this for just the long-term bag at these levels. I've also been buying a little bit more Blockstacks. I think Blockstacks is a good token, and this one for me is also going to start, rallying up to the $5, $7 range. So Blockstacks, I bought a little bit more XTZ, some more Tezos, and I bought a little bit more GRT as well. So these are the 4 tokens that I bought. And COT as well. I bought a couple of these tokens. This GRT, I see a really big opportunity. I see really good. I see a $2. This could be a 10x gem as well when it comes to GRT. Okay, next thing, Maddie, quickly want to have a look at likes, sir. How's our likes doing, sir?
Currently, we're at 1.7.
I'm about to give you banger calls, guys. I'm about to show you where the market goes next, right? So you break me, do me a favor. When this plays out, you break 13,000 likes for me. We do that, happy days. Okay, let's go into the short-term analysis. Got a lot to speak about. Okay, guys, so there's Bitcoin. This is what I see for the day. We've got PPI coming out shortly, I think in the next couple of hours, next 2 hours or so. I do see a short-term dip, and I see your opportunity. So I'm going to be giving you guys a couple of limit orders on the tokens. Okay, and this is for the last little bit of cash that you want to deploy. If you didn't buy the absolute lows, then I would deploy around 50% of the capital and just leave some, just in case. You got to stick to the rules, okay? But a lot of us got in on the limit orders. A lot of us, our bags are loaded. Show you guys again over here that these bags are looking really, really, really good. I don't have one red bag at the moment, okay? And a majority of my trades are going into double digits. So again, I am in Polkadot, I am in Cardano, I'm in Arweave, I'm in Coty, I'm in Theta, I'm in Rune, I'm in Solana, Link, AVAX, Say, ETH, and Injective, okay? And Phantom. So all that I'm looking for now is a little bit of cash I got left. I just want to add to these positions and get in. And then what I'm going to focus on next after that is I'm then going to look at some stop losses. So you'll see once we get the next bounce, we go up. I'm just going to start putting some stop losses in, remove the risk, and then we can breathe and we can just get ready to make a bunch of money, right? Okay, so let's get back over here and let me show you guys the plan for the day. So if you look at Bitcoin, we broke trend. That's a good sign. We had two scenarios yesterday. We were sitting over here where we're going to reject it, then come down, or we're going to break trend. That's why we went long, right? That's why we're in the market. We took some leverage trades as well, and we went really good. So now all that I'm looking at now is Bitcoin to have a short-term rejection, come to the areas of around the 98,500 to 99, and then I see it approaching all-time highs, okay, over to the upside. So that is the current plan on Bitcoin as it speaks. And again, what you are going to see is you're seeing a little bit of volume taper down at the moment. So let's jump in here just to show you guys a bit of volume tapering down over there. So when we have this pull, and you can see it's tapering down on the pullback, right? So it's not a real strong pullback just yet. But what I do see is we're going to probably speed up pretty quickly at any point now to the zone. And then we're going to have a strong buy up. And when we break this 102, okay, properly, then what you're going to see is a volume spike, okay, to the highs, and then from there we have a short squeeze. So I want to quickly speak to you guys about a couple of targets, right, for Bitcoin, where I see Bitcoin going next, and what are we basically loading up for. So if we look at this over here, these are my next two areas of where Bitcoin is going to speed up. So the moment that we get through 103K, then I have 110, and then I have 118. Okay, so what this basically looks like is from here, we start to that bit of pull, then we shoot up, we start to play, then we go, then maybe a little bit of play, and then we go, and then we'll see when we get to this zone. I also have 125,000, and in that zone, then again, I do see at any point a little bit later on, a shakeout and a continuation, right? That's what I'm seeing. So my targets, why I'm loading up here, I do think Bitcoin is going to start squeezing to the 110, 120. Imagine how Bitcoin is going to be all over the world and how quickly this is all going to be spreading and all these things very quickly. It's going to be quite crazy. But that's the plan over there with Bitcoin. So just show you guys again, it's not too much of a pullback. However, your altcoins are going to pull back a little bit harder, okay, and straight into great zones. So here is the Bitcoin dominance. Dominance broke out beautifully, and it is looking for a little bit of a push to the upside. And we'll soon know now if the dominance goes full up now. For me, that it might do that because Bitcoin wants to break all-time highs. So we might need love from Bitcoin. However, there's also a scenario here where Bitcoin dominance goes up for this little pullback, and then Bitcoin breaks all-time highs and dominance goes down. Then you are going to see your altcoins do insane things in a very short period of time. Okay, so we're going to see here, but right now, nonetheless, I'm looking at a Bitcoin dominance bounce in the short term, and obviously a pullback within Bitcoin. So this is what your altcoins look like from yesterday. This is what they look like, right? I had the two scenarios. I said any points over here, any points here, we'll have this push up. This is not the 100% pump just yet. This is we flushed, we come up the same way that Bitcoin did it. So if you look here at Bitcoin, the exact same way. So I just want to quickly remove this and show you guys so you can see it. Let me actually do it on the other chart over here. There we go. You see? So you basically had the flush out. We saw that from the alts. Now we've had the bounce. Now all you see is that little flush higher low, and you see that W pattern that I was speaking about. So altcoins are here now, right? They're in that phase there. So this is the next little higher low of the W, and then we get going. Then we start pushing up and we start rocketing up. So that's why if you look at the alts here, you can see it's not a massively aggressive pullback, okay? But it is a pullback, and there's two areas that this pullback goes to, okay? The first one, and I just want to use a fib here. Again, if you don't understand all of this, you'll learn it all in school, but I'm just going to give you the levels here. The first one here is this shorter term. It's not too bad of a pullback, and we go, but there is a scenario where we go a little bit deeper. So what I've done now is I've given you a bunch of tokens, okay, and I've given you limit orders. And I'm basically saying for the last little bit of cash that you have, you're going to put a limit order over here, and you're going to put a limit order over here, okay? And the way you're going to do it is 50-50, right? So 50. So whatever the cash is that you want to deploy on the dip or anything like that, or whatever cash you have left, 50% of it you're going to put it on these limit orders here, and the other 50% you're going to put on these limit orders over here. If this one only triggers and the market tanks up on the break of that high, we will add this money in over there. It doesn't matter, okay? But there is a scenario where both of them get pinged, and that would be the best thing for you. You now realize by catching a dip how quickly you go back into profits, okay? And then that's a big thing to understand. So those are the two plays, limit order on 382 and 618 over here. Now let's go look at how this looks on a couple of altcoins. On the right-hand side, okay, you will see the limit orders that I have set and that I have here for you guys. Okay, so if you see here on the right, here's on AVAX. AVAX has slowed down just before the trend over here. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a pullback here. So you can see at the 48.6, okay, and you can see around the 47 is the second limit order. So limit order, and then again, I see the market waking up aggressively very quickly. So on the right-hand side, you can see those limit orders. Let's go look at ETH. There is my limit orders on ETH. Okay, ETH is done well. I'm pushing really nicely. There's my two limit orders on ETH. They push down over here, which is the 3.850 and then the 3.8. Okay, we might even go to the 3.870, but I don't need to be too smart here and try to catch too much. Now, guys, let's quickly speak about how much money are we deploying on that pullback, right? This sort of thing. This is not 10x trade. This is not your 10x entries. What you wait for to enter more leverage and higher leverage thing is you want it to get to the zone. It will make a trend. On the break of trend, then you get in. This is where your 2-3x's, your limit orders go, and your spot entries. Okay, these short-term leverages and that, you wait for the bounce, you wait for trend break, and you go. You don't rush and just go all in. It's irresponsible, and you'll see you get wiped out very quickly. Okay. So this over here is your limit orders over there when it comes to ETH, 3.850 and the 3.8 area over here as well. Maddie, I see the likes. I even see our views are a little bit lower. So when I start, you see why I start later, I get 20% more views. I start on time, I get 20% less views. You're going to like this video
gotta
a
go
lot.
late, bro. Gotta go late.
Look at you see. You see, because usually I'd only start, you see, there's method behind madness. I'm not just crazy and not just it's a method. Okay, so let's go here and let's go through the rest of them. Okay, so that's AVAX. Let's look at SOL. SOL is one that I really want to catch as well. So here is your SOL limit orders. You can see them on the right-hand side. The 220 and 225. 221 and 225 are the limit orders over there for SOL. So we come down, we ping those two, and then we get going on SOL from here. Let's speak about a little bit of also TPs, and not TPs, but where does like SOL go next? Because I really think SOL is going to be one of the tokens that are really going to start exploding and start moving very quickly. So if we drop this in over here, where do I see this could obviously be in 2 weeks from now, and then I'll speak about a little bit high time frame as well over here. But there we go. So Solana from here, the $300 is the next target. So that's a nice rally from SOL, and $360. Okay, so that's a big move. That's a strong move. That's why I think these entries and adding in the last bit of cash here is going to be really good and a good opportunity. So again, 221, 225 is your orders on Solana. Then let's go look at Thorchain. There is my Thorchain. So some tokens didn't bounce as hard. So these will come down very likely to the 618s. Okay, but there are the two orders. It's the 6.35 and the 6.15. Okay, pull back into the zone, ping, and then we start getting ready to go. Again, Thorchain is one of the ones that I really am loading quite a bit on these pools. Here are your next two limit orders on Injective. Okay, 28.8, 27.3. Okay, 28.8, 27.3 over there on Injective. Then another token that I really want is Theta. I want to get some more Theta. Okay, so the 26.5, 2.65, sorry, 2.65 and 2.57. Okay, those are my two limits there when it comes to Theta. Again, all these alts, I think, will start breaking these highs. You're probably looking at 100% away on a lot of these alts where our next TPs will be. Again, if I can double this account from where we are right now, that's at 2 million. That means I'm from 250K to 2 million. I'll definitely be looking at taking some profits once I've doubled this account and get ready for the next flush. Okay, so we might actually get very, not lucky, but we might be really in tune with the markets. Imagine we double or do something crazy with our portfolio by the mid of Jan, bank a bunch of profits, catch the 40% wick, and then the alts is then we have the massive explosion. Like, that's exactly what we want over here. Okay. Let's jump back in, just confirming that we can see my screen. Let's see, there we go. Okay, next one's over here, Chainlink. Massive explosion from Chainlink, huge, really good. And I obviously caught it on the bigger portfolio. Started taking some profit because I gave this in Sniper Club yesterday as well. Really good. So Chainlink's not going to last too long on these dips. It's getting ready. Chainlink is just leading by example here. And I think, again, this is where we're going to start to see Chainlink going to the all-time highs next. It's entered the phase B of the markets, which, remember, guys, the phase B is basically indicating, just want to show you here on Chainlink, that we're basically going to get out of this top range now. And now we're getting ready for $50, right? We're going to the all-time high areas over here. So Chainlink is definitely looking incredibly strong. There's two limit orders here. Luckily, we got the buys down here. Thank goodness. We're already like 40% up on these trades. Okay, but you got 26.9 and you got the 25.6 are the two limit orders over there for Chainlink. Here's NEAR protocol. Here are my two limit orders. I just want to get them correct here. There we go. That's the 6.85 and the 6.68. 6.85 and 6.68. Arweave is actually nearly at our first one. Okay, 22.9 and 22.2. Okay, that's Arweave positions. Phantom, you can see, look how strong Phantom is, guys. Again, Phantom, I just want to show you guys here on Phantom. Phantom is going to go places. After this, we have officially broken out of the phase A, right? So the next run on Phantom, this opens up doors to $3. Okay, Phantom's going to start moving. Remember, on the 25th, in a couple of days, we have Sonic. So this is going to be a great, so even for some trades here will be really good. I think it's going to be a hype token. So I got the 1.23 and I got the 1.1950, 1.2. Okay. Then let's go look at things like Polkadot. So guys, what you are getting now, and I just want to show you here, you are getting your second high on the altcoins. So if we go down here and just show you, you basically had this rally up in the alts and you had the flush. Now you're getting your second high pull, and what that's going to give you is a trend. Okay, the same way we saw Bitcoin. So we're going to try catch this. Then what happens after that is we will be buying trend breaks over here for any leftover cash. And again, my leverage accounts will be deployed quite strongly over here when that happens over there. Okay, then let's go down to the next here. Doge. There's Doge. Okay, my limit orders on Doge. The first one here is basically at that 40 cents, 40.1 cents, 40.001 cents. And then I got at around the 38-cent mark as well on Doge. Well done on the trade yesterday, guys. I think we nailed it yesterday. That's a good percentage from where we were yesterday exactly this time. Here. Okay, what did we get? Wow, that's a good leverage trade, 15%. Really good. So two areas, the 0.603 and the 0.57 as the second limit order. Another token that I'm looking to add is 𝗦𝗡𝗡𝗥. I think with the ETH chain and everything exploding pretty strong soon, I think 𝗦𝗡𝗡𝗥 is going to be a great token. So for me, this one, the limit order. So just to show you from a clean chart of why I'm choosing these areas, you take your fib from the bottom to the top and you see your 382. Look how it lines up with support here and your 618. So my one limit order will go there and my other limit order will go over there. Okay, so 1.82 and 1.72, the next areas. Let's be our Cardano. Cardano tried to break this trend. So now it's like, okay, maybe a little bit higher, but if it rejects here, then it's doing this. Okay, so same thing. It's quite easy now to track where these things are going to pull back to. There's your areas. So on Cardano, you put the 1.1, and your next one over here is the 1.03. Remember, this one is just in case they want to do one more quick wick. Okay, I see it being a higher low wick, but what they did, you saw what they did on Bitcoin. They sent another wick. You see the second wick. They had the first wick, second wick, boom, in that area over there. That's there just to catch that if that does decide to happen. Then we got 𝗏𝗏𝗘, guys. 𝗏𝗏𝗘 is a token. Look how strong this thing is. Look how it's back. Right? So this token as well, I don't think we'll get much lower than 382, but this is a token that I want to get some position in. Okay, and this is at the 0.165, 0.166. Okay, that area there. And you can put a limit order there if you want, but me personally, I'm happy to buy that push over there. I don't think it's going to pull back too aggressively. Obviously, we've got Pyth and we've got block stacks over there as well. So what we're looking at now, guys, is we're obviously looking at Matt. We're never starting on time again, bro.
Yeah, lesson learned, bro. Lesson learned.
We're never starting on time again. 6-6. We're supposed to be at 8,000 something. 6-6. Guys, I love you lots. Thank you for watching. I'm just joking, but see why it is? You see, guys, method behind the madness. So there is all the limit orders for today. We're about to go into the phase 2, let's start preparing. So after this, guys, buys must be in. Make up your mind and get done with. I saw a couple of people on a small little red candle. They're like, oh, I'm getting wrecked. Guys, you're getting drunk fast. Like, don't chase pumps. Like, don't chase to like stop it. You know, be patient, set your limits orders and do that. You're getting drunk quickly, and that's a warning sign. You're going to get destroyed in this market. This market will destroy drunk people very, 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 very quickly. Only the important ones are here today. Yeah. Well, waiting rooms were bigger. It was meant to be. But guys, the algorithm likes big waiting rooms. Okay? So you be on time, and that's what boosts the show. Small waiting rooms, YouTube doesn't share the content. So I'm not an ass for being late. I'm playing the game. Okay? Because I'm here to help change the world and educate the damn world. Okay? So big waiting rooms, big algorithm, big views. Small waiting rooms, you see the thing. Guys, love you lots. See you tomorrow. I do want to give a quick shout out to some sponsors. Guys, 𝗦𝗡𝗏𝗘𝗧𝗏. So 𝗦𝗡𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗘𝗏. Want to show you this over here. On the first, predict the Bitcoin price. Okay, and you can use link below my Bybit account. Shout out to Bybit. I trade with them a lot. Blowfin, BitGet. All of these over here you can use below. 𝗦𝗦𝗡𝗏. Use any of those links below, and you can come and predict your Bitcoin price. You need to use the links below of my show. Okay, I'm going to show you this over here. Use the links below of my show, and then you can win a full Bitcoin on the first. So just show you this here. There we go. There's all the links below over there. So shout out to them. Thank you, guys. They help a part of the whole journey. Love you guys lots. See you all tomorrow. Much love.